My name is Jacqueline Casanova Ramos from Sacramento, California.
We're here talking because you actually have a unique spinal disease that you've mentioned before. I would love to pronounce it, but I cannot. So what is this disease that you have, and how did this all happen?
So it's called Syringomyelia. I got it diagnosed with it about 6 months after a car accident. Um, you can either, some people could be born with it, or you could get it from a spinal injury, major spinal injury. So they're assuming I got it from the car accident, and that was back in about 5 years ago. I got diagnosed with it. So it's a rare spinal disease. Basically what it's doing is it's cysts inside of your spinal cord, and they're just fluid filled, and they're damaging the nerves. So once you damage your nerves, you can't do anything to repair them. So people lose their mobility, or they're breathing on their own, or their vision, or it affects so many different things depending on where it is in your spine. I have it in two parts of my spine. So I have it in my cervical, and then I have another syrinx, they call it syrinx, which is a cyst, in my thoracic as well. And then it's causing a lot of other problems. So it's my discs are kind of bulging out from it. So I have a lot of herniated discs and bulging discs and disc degenerative disease and scoliosis.
So you said either people can be born with it or develop it from a spinal accident. So you mentioned that you were in a car accident. Could you take me through that event and specifically what happened?
It was me, Ronnie, and our youngest child driving in a truck, and we were stopped at a red light, and the person didn't stop at all, or didn't even try to stop, and hit us right on the back of us. And it totaled the car to where they couldn't replace the car. But it was just a really big impact, and it was I always had some kind of issues with my back, but I was manageable. It wasn't nothing, abnormal than what other people go through. And it just, after 6 months after that, we kept trying to do chiropractor to see if it would help, and nothing was helping, and I was having worse symptoms, and just things weren't getting better, and they ended up doing a test and found it. So yeah.
And then in that time, what symptoms were you feeling?
Standing or walking just a little bit, I get extreme bad pain in my shoulders and my back and my neck area, to where it was you wanted to cry because it was just so bad. And it was just, I would just be standing at work, and my work was trying to, they were really good about working with me. They want me to just sit at the front desk, and, check people in or do paperwork there, so it's just a lot of pain, and it would come on randomly, and it was just any little thing I did, it was just, the pain got really unbearable.
Upon impact, when you guys were sitting at that light, did you feel something was off, when you tried to get out of the car?
No, I didn't think anything. I didn't think that was going to happen. Yeah, it just kind of happened. Scary because you have your child in there. But we walked away from it. We did go to the hospital that night just to kind of get checked up on and stuff like that. But, I didn't think anything like that would come out of it.
What treatments did you start to undergo following your diagnosis?
I did have to get a team of doctors. So you got your pain management, your primary care, and your primary care disability doctor, and then a neurosurgeon. You have to have a neurosurgeon. So it's just what I was trying to do, and we spent a lot of money doing, was trying to find a neurosurgeon that could fix it. And there's no cure for it. So I don't know. I was looking for something that could slow it down and give me more time to figure everything out, and it was kind of a waste of money, but it was good to go and see different doctors too. So they do have a surgery they can do where they put a shunt into your spine to make their cerebral fluid flow correctly, but it doesn't cure it. It just slows the progression down. But that's very invasive surgery because they have to go inside your spine, and the neurosurgeons say that they won't do it until I'm almost paralyzed, because the surgery is possibly paralyze me. So they don't want to chance it until they have to chance it.
there must have been like a spirit journey you were on at the time of trying to just like be patient, wait, find the right doctor. So what was the process like for you internally? Like what was going through your head as you were trying to like find how to get right?
It was hard. It was hard because my whole life I'm trying to do that, while trying to get, you know, everything figured out and situated. My whole life was changing. You know, it was like, okay, well, you can't work anymore. You can't, you know, there's just a lot of lists of things I can't do, you know, and so it's like that being taken away, or your life changing, you know, as a mom and as a wife, you know, and, you know, working, it takes a lot on your mental health. So you have to be strong, and you have to have a good support system. So if you just have that one person, like, you know, I have Ronnie that I can go to, and, you know, it's like, sometimes I feel like I tell him, do you get sick of hearing me say that it hurts? Because I get sick of hearing me, you know, say it, you know, so it's like, but he doesn't, and he's very supportive. Ronnie's he's like my best friend, so it's like I need that to go through what I'm going through, or he understands the pain and he understands what can happen, and so he's very supportive and understanding, and he can, you know, he helps me stay positive.
He actually wrote a song in your honor. I think it's on your t-shirt too. You know what I'm saying? The Woosah song Jay Kent created featuring Ronnie Ramos. One, in my opinion, maybe a biased opinion, I love the song, but like to kind of have a song dedicated to you and like trying to help your journey and trying to help your goal, like what does Woosah mean to you?
It's a new start, a start of this whole campaign, and having the opportunity to help other people, and kind of open the doors, shine a light on what Syringomyelia is.
Did you ever see something like this happening?
No, I didn't see it happening. It was, it's a good thing that's happening, but yeah, I didn't see it coming. But yeah, Ronnie's always been being able to use his music in good ways.
What words of advice do you have for anybody who is in a certain circumstance, or what words of advice do you have for yourself, maybe early on in your diagnosis?
To do research and be open and to not feel let down or discouraged when you do run into the doctors who don't understand it, because it is so rare. Bobby Jones, who is like a famous golfer, he has a Syringomyelia Foundation that he started probably about 50 years ago. But he was diagnosed with Syringomyelia, and so he is somebody that some people know who he is. It's good to look in those organizations and different, there's not many out there, but there is some, and there's support groups that people can go to, you know, on Facebook and stuff like that, so that's helpful.
Do you have any expectations or hope for the future of this disease and how it goes?
I hope that one day they find a cure. I hope that they can find a way so it could be more preventable. I hope it doesn't get so progressive to where I lose more than I already have, you know.
Yeah, you need a little Woosah. Whole team keep it lit like Woosah, so yeah. Is you ready or not?
Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe Buttadawgz on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter.